We have a talent show every year, and each year it gets bigger and bigger. Started off with maybe 18 acts the first year. This year we had over 43 individuals competing in the talent show. They loved it. Everybody wants their chance to get up there and perform. Everybody's happy for everybody. And but that song was performed by one. She ended up coming in second, and it was just so beautiful and touching. And once she got finished singing it, it just started clicking. I was like, if the community singers could sing that, I think it might touch some hearts.
So AFI gives clients the ability to become bigger parts of their communities, to become contributing members of society. It also gives them, just the ability to make friendships, to have a career, to interact with people on a daily basis. We give people a lot of different things, and it just depends upon the client in particular that you're talking about.
The hand bowls are basically created by taking a block of clay, and it's rolled out on the slab roller here. And once the clay is rolled out, it basically resembles like pizza crust. We take each client's hand and press it down into the clay. Once the hands are traced, we take all the hands together and we place them on a hand bowl. And then once it's pieced together, we let it dry for 24 hours. Once they're dry, then we can put them in the kiln, and they cook for at least 8 hours. And then after 8 hours, we take them out the kiln and they're done. The hand bowls are carefully glazed. Each hand is glazed a different color. And once they're glazed, we let them dry again for another day. And then we place them back in the kiln where they cook for another 8 hours. And then once they're finished, they resemble this.
Right.
But you can plant just a little bit and see how our asparagus is doing here, guys.
Yeah.
So if let's look and see if we can see any weeds. We're not going to weed the parsley because it looks like a weed. One young lady, when I first came here, she didn't like to touch soil and she didn't like to get her hands dirty. She didn't like to touch plants. But about, I'd say a year ago, the first active participation that she had in the garden was she transplanted from pots 2 pineapples that were ready to be put in the ground. About 3 days ago, the same young lady was involved in being the leader of our weed patrol. She was responsible for picking up rocks and assigning weed tasks to the other individuals in her group. And 2 days ago, she actually harvested the 2 pineapples that she planted previously, and I must say that the one that we cut open was very sweet and very delicious. In the gardening department, one of the things I learned is that there's many different routes to achieving your goal. When I was at home and would do my gardening, I would just do things at my own pace, but I've learned here that you need more planning involved instead of just spontaneously deciding to grow something. So here I've learned along with the clients that you need to plan things out, you need to make lists, and you need to actually follow your plans. And that the clients need more structure than you do if you were planting at home. But what I feel that they've learned is, I feel that they've learned that there is planning involved, that there is responsibilities. They learn to be responsible for a certain task. They also learn that through the planning responsibility and teamwork, that they may be the ones that are putting soil in a pot, and it may be the next group that comes in and sows the seeds, and they may be the one again that when the seedlings are ready, that they are transplanted into the garden. So they learn that there's other people involved, and that the more people involved is actually the bigger crop, the more you can get done. We work a lot hand in hand with the culinary department. When we have a harvest, we take it to them. And most of the gardeners are also in culinary program, and when Tammy allows them to use our harvest to actually make food, they actually get the benefits of from seed to table. They actually really, that brings home the concept to them that they can grow something and actually use it.
Cooking healthy is a really big part of our class. We take recipes and we rework them. Not only will we try and make them more simple and more user-friendly recipes, but we'll take out some of the ingredients that are not so healthy and replace them with healthier items. I think one of the best things about this class is whenever I look at all their faces. And instead of hearing that phrase, Miss Tammy, I can't do this, I am now hearing, Miss Tammy, I want to do this, or I can do this. And that's what gives me joy, and I guess the joy of baking, and that's what I hope they're getting out of my class too.
Well, before I came here and before my amputation, I had previous experience working at Walmart and Target, so I had like retail experience in running cash registers and anything that had to do with like snack bar type stuff. And the opportunity was presented to me to earn a paycheck by running the cash register and everything, and so I took it. I've been working in the sewing department for probably 6 years. And basically what we do is we get raw materials for wheelchair bags, the walker bags. We have a contract with a company called Circular Solutions, and we sew knitting needle holders, get the raw materials and just make them from beginning to finish.
For our clients, AFI is what they get up every morning to do. They look forward to the friendships that they built there. They look forward to working with the staff that's there. They look forward to learning and developing new skills because they continue to do incredible things every day. And they look forward to really what really is a community there. It's their own group of people that they know, and they've built those friendships and long-term relationships with, and they care about each other and they want to work together, whether that's for a job or whether that's on a new project that's going on at AFI, or whether it's just a typical class or something that they're learning about, you know, a new country that they haven't been to before, or a new skill with art within the art studio or within the pottery studio. There are so many different things that they have the ability to do, so it's a whole place for them to go and be.